Hey guys, good morning. Guys, if you can see my screen, just type S in the chat box so that we can get started. So guys, you are able to see my screen? Yes, great. So good morning, everyone. So let's begin today's session. So yesterday we completed this part, that is how to handle the JavaScript alerts, prompts, and confirmation dialogues to the full extent we covered, right? Now, I told you, right, there are few remaining things which look similar to arrays, but not array, which look similar to alerts, but not alerts, okay? I was teaching Java yesterday, so, you know, the terminology will come out like that sometimes. That's okay. Uh, Thing is, we completed this information alerts, prompt alerts, and confirmation alerts. The JavaScript information, confirmation, and prompt alerts. I showed you how to automate them. Almost same, right? Three of the things almost same type of exceptions, same type of methodology we have to follow while writing the automation scripts. But now there are few things that may also look similar to alerts, but they are not alerts case, okay? There are few other things which look similar to alerts, but they are not alerts. For example, this authentication pop-up or web push notifications. Then we have bootstrap model dialogues, lightbox, and accept all cookies dialog. All this look similar to alerts, but they are not alerts. These additional stuff also need to be learned by us and we should be able to automate them. Fine. So fine. The thing here is how to handle authentication pop-up is something that we are going to get started now. So for that, guys, I'm going to take you to an application where you can first visually see and understand what exactly is a authentication pop-up. How does an authentication pop-up looks like? Authentication pop-up looks similar to an alert. So I'll take you to one website, Internet Heroku. And here, if you go here, scroll down, somewhere you will see basic auth. Okay. And yes, third link. Okay. On this website, the third link, basic auth, basic authentication. They're also giving the username and password to be entered. That is, admin is the username and password. In the next screen, whenever they ask for username password, you just can give this admin. You can enter admin. When you click on this link, guys, you see Internet Heroku app.com/basic authentication. In that, whatever the thing that you are seeing here is known as this thing, guys, authentication pop-up. Okay. So right click on this. You see similar to alerts. Are you getting any inspect option here? Are you getting any inspect option anywhere here? It looks similar to alerts, right? This is not an alert. It's an authentication pop-up. Everyone type in the chat box. It's an authentication pop-up. Authentication pop-up, which asks for username and password. Okay. When you go to a particular page, which requires your username password to view. Okay. It's an authentication pop-up. Okay. Everyone type that in the chat box. Yes, Rajkumar, you have typed well. Nagaveni, Vishwa, Renuka, Akumari, Pavan, Srikant, Sneha, everyone has typed it correctly. Yeah, Sirisha. Keep typing, guys. Keep typing, Nigora. It's an authentication pop-up. Okay. It's an authentication pop-up. Here, we have to enter admin as a username and admin as a password. Okay. And click on sign in option, which is not possible. You cannot interact with this authentication pop-up. Any of these options you cannot inspect. Neither you have to switch to it. It's part of the same web page, and neither you have to switch to this authentication pop-up, guys. Neither you have to switch to this authentication pop-up or wait for this authentication pop-up. When you go to this URL, automatically authentication pop-up comes. When you go to this, with the page loading, you will get the authentication pop-up. You don't have to wait for it, or you cannot inspect any elements. But how to do that? When the browser URL loads, authentication pop-up automatically comes. If you don't give any username, password, and click on sign in option, you see it's not going away. But if you give proper username and password here and click on sign in option, then basic auth page, result page will come saying congratulations. You must have the proper credentials will come. This confirms that we were able to automate the authentication pop-up. Okay, this message, congratulations, you must have the proper credentials message. If you are able to get means, that means you have successfully handled that authentication pop-up. Let's try to automate this, guys. Let's try to automate this. Okay, we'll go to this page. So sorry, let me open the browser again. So if it doesn't come, we can open that in the incognito mode, no problem. Here, let me open batch one. So here I'll open this browser. And here I'll go to the incognito mode. And I'll say internet, internet, Heroku. Search for that. Click on this link. Click on basic authentication. You'll get this kind of dialog where you have to enter the username and password. Okay, this is what is the thing. I'll just go back. Or I'll click on this link where the authentication pop-up comes directly. I'll copy this URL, guys. I'll copy this URL where I have to navigate to. Here in our project, I'm going to automate, guys. I'm going to automate this because you cannot inspect that. You cannot inspect the authentication pop-up anywhere. Right click. You cannot inspect that. Inspect options are not coming. There is no way of interacting with these elements on the. Okay, Google Password Manager can be used. Nigora is saying something. Google Password Manager can be used as an example of authentication. Okay. I don't think so. Google Password Manager.
Aaron.
Yes. The dialogue is coming somewhere here, right? That you are saying, right?
No, if you go to the top 3 dots.
This one?
No. Nearby
This?
incognito.
Okay.
Yes. And it has a password and autofill. And Google Password Manager. Yes. And okay. And when we click, you don't have a password, but I just checked when I click on a saved password.
Okay.
Yeah, I had like a.
Okay, you saved password on
Not
any
this
device.
one.
Then
Yes, not
otherwise,
this one.
we'll go to incognito mode and try that. Password, Google Password Manager. I'm not getting now.
Yeah, if you saved some password on that time, it will show.
Okay. Can you check me the proper case so that I can, can you do that?
Yes, when 1 minute.
Because I need to replicate this, right? So I can understand whether that is same as authentication
I
pop-up or
have
not.
some saved passwords. And when I click on this to check the passwords, I saw the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So we'll see that. Don't worry, we'll see that. Let me complete this authentication pop-up and then we'll go there. Okay. Meanwhile, if you have any clue, you can let me know. Okay. Or you can share your screen if required. We can do that.
Okay.
So we'll do one thing. We'll first try to automate this one authentication. You just focus here, Nigora, once. Okay. Once after that, we'll look into that. Okay. No problem. We have time. So inspect option is not coming. So still how to automate this? This is not neither an alert also. It's an authentication pop-up case. It's neither an alert. So you don't have to switch to this kind of stuff and enter username, password. It's not like that, okay? This kind of authentication pop-ups, we have to do in a different way. I'll tell you what to do. Okay, what is this option coming? Okay, fine. So I'll go to the script and here I'll write down here authentication pop-up. This is the one. Yeah. Authentication pop-ups demo. Okay. Click on finish. Package name I created. I create a class now. Right click new. Authentication pop-ups demo class. Some name I am giving with main method. Okay. So inside this main method, I'll write the code. Chrome driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Control Shift O. Then write driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. Then driver dot get and give the URL here. It's URL basic authentication URL. If you see that, if I run this script, you will see that the authentication pop-up will open the browser. If I run this, it will open the Chrome browser, it will maximize the browser, it will open this application URL in the browser. Let's wait. It will open the browser, it will maximize the browser, it will open the application URL in the browser, and immediately when the browser is loaded, we are getting this authentication pop-up. Neither we can inspect nor we can do anything. It looks like an alert, but it's not an alert, guys. It's not an alert. It's an authentication pop-up asking for the user credentials. So how to handle this? How to handle this? The way to handle this is in the same URL that you are opening up, you have to give the username and password, guys. Okay. The same URL you are opening up. For example, driver.get, you are giving the URL, right? In the URL, the basic authentication URL you are giving, right? Before the @ symbol. So here, guys, http:// after that you give admin:/admin @. This is what you have to write. So go here. Before this, the internethiroku-app.com, the domain name, and after this // in between that, you have to give this part. Let's try that. So here after // you give the username admin and :admin. Admin is the username, :admin is the password, and here write down @ as a separation for the domain name. Okay. So like this, you have to, in the URL itself, you have to write admin: :admin. Now run the script. Before providing that admin and admin here as a username and @ symbol, all this stuff, right? Here, earlier, we were getting this authentication pop-up. Now right click and run and see what is happening. In the URL itself, we are giving the username and password, which will automatically handle that authentication pop-up. This is the way to handle authentication pop-up, guys. It will enter the username and password into that. You'll not be able to even see the authentication pop-up coming. It's automatically entered and you are taken to, congratulations, you must have the proper credentials. Let's find it out. Let's inspect that and, okay, 1 minute. So how to handle authentication pop-up in the URL? When you are loading the URL itself, you have to give the username password in the format that I have mentioned, like this format. After // give username: password @. That's how you have to give, guys. Okay. So here I'll write down Internet Heroku. Click on this authentication. And once you enter admin here, automatically it will be entered from the URL. While loading the URL itself, admin will be entered into this authentication pop-up and sign in will be done. And This is the one you are saying, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I don't think this will come in during automation. How to get this is something a challenge. You got the idea? You got my point? Using automation, you will not get this. Why means there
Okay.
will not be any Google password manager option available. Because whatever the browser that is opening up, right? That browser is not a Google password manager. I mean, it's not logged in with Google account. You know how secure the Google is, right? In terms of logging and all. Creating such kind of profile is not easy, but we can give a try. Maybe we can take this as a challenge for some weekend or something, because that will take a lot of time. Okay. So I'll try that as a challenge, because now we cannot try that one. It will take some time. Okay. Future challenge. Future challenge. Automating Google password manager. That comes in my local machine, local browser. So there is a way in automation where you can open your profile rather than opening a new browser instance every time, right? There's a way in our Selenium automation when we can open our required profile. Maybe using that required profile, this uh, Google manager kind of thing may come, password manager may come, and then, okay, authentication pop-up. Okay. So let's try this later. Okay. So let's keep that as a challenge for one of the weekend and then try that. Okay. So we'll try to solve that. No problem. So it comes here, but it doesn't come in you when you run the scripts. Okay. To make that run, we have to run the particular profile. Whatever the profiles I have here, if you click on this, you see I have two profiles. Your Fox profile and this Aram Priyanka profile. I'm using Aram Priyanka profile, in that it is coming, but the same profile we have to open in the automation, during automation, and it has to come while you enter the admin as the password for this, right? The Google password manager should give this kind of dialog. Right click here. No, we are not getting any inspect option here, but how to automate that we have to see. Okay. How to automate that we have to see, guys. Okay. I don't know how to do this, but we can find it out later. No problem. Okay. So that needs a lot of time to do R&D. That will do on the weekends. Okay. Weekends when we get some time. So anyhow, I posted that into the Telegram group of the weekend live automation thing. So maybe there we can figure it out. For now, let's try to retrieve this text. This particular text confirms that we are able to handle the authentication pop-up. Div ID flash. Okay. Content is there. Copy this ID content. Copy this ID, and here under the ID, Control F /div @ID /P is the only one. Yes, it's the only one. Copy this. Come back here. But Nigora, that is not the authentication pop-up, I guess. Whatever we have seen is not the authentication pop-up, Nigara. It's something different. Okay. It's not the authentic. Whatever you're getting here is not an authentication pop-up. Rather, it is a different thing. Okay. A different kind of dialog. How to handle that, we have to see. Okay. Authentication pop-up is something like when you load the URL, right? It will ask you the further credentials. That is authentication pop-up. That is password manager, which is different. Okay. Whatever you're seeing is a password manager. That is a different. You cannot call that as an authentication pop-up. Authentication pop-up will come when you load an application URL, and to access that URL page, you have to give the username password. That is called as authentication pop-up. Okay. So fine in reality. And to enter the credentials to that, we have to give the username and password in the URL itself. Then it will be done. And here I'll write down, after doing that, driver.find element by.xpath, provide the XPath of that particular thing that is coming after entering the authentication pop-up string. Result is equal to string result is equal to, and write down, sorry, not string result, web element result is equal to and Control Shift O, it will be imported. Result dot result dot get text, get the text between the paragraph tags, string, result text is equal to, and just print it out. Just print out the text, system.out.println, just print out the result text. Run the code, right click, run as Java application, and observe that. After that, we can close also, but yeah, no problem. See, it has to retrieve this. Congratulations, you must have the proper credentials is coming. That's all good, right? It's working fine. So finally, you can write driver.pit if required. And if you want to see this as a demo purpose, red.sleep also you can write some 3 seconds to see whether we got that result or not. Authentication pop-up should be handled, and we should be able to get this result text on the page. Now run the code and observe that this time it will handle the alert properly. Authentication pop-up properly. This is how to handle the authentication pop-up using Selenium automation. In the URL itself, we have to provide the username and password. Congratulations, you must have the proper credentials. It will close the browser. That's it. And we got the text retrieved and printed here. Congratulations, you must have the proper credentials. So I got a question like from Kumari in the middle of the navigation. If the authentication pop-up comes out, how to handle it? I don't think it will come in middle. I've never seen it come in middle, but we can find out with ChatGPT if there is a possibility of this authentication pop-up coming in middle. First of all, if it comes in middle, then we have to follow a different way. I don't think it will come in middle. Will authentication pop-up from browser from an application can come while come after some time of loading a web page. Yes, it is possible for an authentication pop-up from an application to appear after some time of loading the page. The behavior can occur in various scenarios, depending on how the application is designed and integrated with page. Here are for few common situations where you might see this delayed authentication. Where they don't prompt for credit immediately upon loading the web page. Instead, they might wait for certain actions or events on the page before requesting authentication. Asynchronous loading, the application is end of asynchronous. That's okay. Use and authentication might be triggered by a specific action on the page. For example, click a button, submitting a form, interacting with specific element could prompt the application to request. Dynamically, it is coming. Background task, conditional authentication. Okay, then how to handle it? Then how to handle that kind of delayed authentication pop-up using Selenium Java automation, as we cannot specify the username and password as part of get command. Let's find it out. What is the solution? Even I never tried this, but let's find it out. Okay. So what solution it's seeing? Handling a delayed authentication pop-up in Selenium Java involves a few steps. Since you cannot directly specify the username and password in the get command, you will need to handle the authentication pop-up using Selenium WebDriver's capabilities. Here is a basic example to how can you achieve this. Okay, create WebDriver with the desired capabilities. Here you see Chrome options. Options is are the desired capabilities. Okay. Options.add arguments, disable pop-up blocking. Add argument, start maximize. Okay, that's okay. Here we are giving option. That's okay. And okay, then here they are giving the username password in the beginning itself. Appears, handle it. Okay. Driver dot switch to alert, they are saying actually. Driver dot switch to alert. Alert dot send keys username plus keys dot tap. Let's try to use this for handling this authentication pop-up. Let's try to use other methodology, guys. Rather than giving that in the URL, right? Let's try to give that using alert. Is it possible for us to handle like that? Let's try that. At least let's try that. Okay. I don't think that will be possible, but let's see whether if it is possible, we are good. Authentication pop-ups demo 2 with main method. Just try that way. So Chrome driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Okay, let's see, Kumari, like your question that you have posted in the chat box in the middle of the navigation. If the authentication pop-up comes up, can we handle it or not? Let's try that, okay? And assume that it's not coming while you are loading the page. Assume that it's coming later, then can we handle or not? Let's see. If this mechanism works, then we can handle it. Driver.manage.window.maximize and driver.get. And I'll give this URL.
Sir, here instead of giving the direct URL, just give the internet.com and then you try to click on the basic authentication URL.
Normal URL I'm giving, right?
Normal URL.
Yeah, I'm giving
And
normal
after
URL only.
navigating
After navigating, we'll get this authentication pop-up. Assume that the authentication pop-up is coming with a delay, not while loading the page. Let's assume that for a while and see what we can do. Okay, that's what only I'm trying. So authentication pop-up is coming, but I don't want to enter with the URL. Assume that this is an alert only. Let's assume that this as an alert for now. So can we switch to the alert or not is something we have to say. Switch to dot alert, I'll say. So does it consider it as an alert? If this is not working means, that means, if no alert present, exception is coming means that is not an alert. Okay, let's try this out. If it is considering that authentication pop-up as an alert or not, let's see. Are you getting an exception here? No alert present, exception is coming. That means it's not considering that as an alert. Okay, it's not considering that as authentication pop-up as an alert. Then what we can do? Here they have followed that way only. Then if it is not considered as an alert, alert.send keys username plus keys tab password they are saying, but it's not, we cannot switch to authentication pop-up as we can switch to an alert. Then how to solve this? We are getting no alert present exception. Let's see what the solution they will give. If the authentication pop-up is not an alert but a basic authentication dialog like a browser pop-up asking for username, it's a browser pop-up only. You cannot use alert interface to handle it. Instead, you will need to handle it in a different way by passing the credentials directly in the URL or by using third-party tools like AutoIT or Robot class. Although these are not recommended due to security reasons. You cannot use third-party because of security reasons. So we should be able to hear how you can handle basic authentication using Selenium by passing current directly in the URL. Okay. Again, they are giving me the same thing, URL, username, password, at the rate symbol only they are giving. Okay. Can the above browser pop-up come after some delay of loading after some time of loading the page while the user is browsing the page. Browsing the page. I have to research on that. Okay, let's see. It's event struck. I don't know the answer. I don't think like browser authentication pop-ups will come in between. I've never seen such applications where they will come in between. They will come when you load the page only. But if whatever that come in between are that like alerts kind of stuff. Okay, alerts will come in between, but there's a possibility that alerts may come in between, but not the browser authentication pop-ups.
And one thing, I think, for example, in this application, without navigating to browser authentication, basic auth URL, go to the website and then click on the basic click like in a hyperlink, and then it will come. No?
Yes, correct.
Yes, that is what I'm saying, Varun. Instead of giving direct URL or basic authentication, give internet to that
Okay.
URL.
While loading it is you are giving. So how to do that? You are saying, huh? Okay, got it. So what you want to do is you want to
first go to this page, and then the user will click
yes,
on basic.
got it. First you want to click on this link.
Yeah.
While you are clicking on this link, authentication pop-up comes. Then how to handle that instead of directly giving the URL, right?
Yes.
That's one thing. That's correct. Yes, we have to think about that. Correct. Let's try that then. Internet Heroku. I'll go here. I would like to click on this link. Inspect this. Or Control F, /A, text is equal to. Give that link text. You can give link text also, I guess, if it is working. You can give this as a link text. Driver dot find element by dot link text. By dot link text. Give the link text. And this is a basic AUTH link. Create a web element. Then we are going to click on this link. Dot click. Then that authentication pop-up will come. Then the authentication pop-up comes. How to handle that is the situation. Correct. We'll try this. We'll run the script and see what's happening first of all. Okay, it's coming now when I click on that. But now how to enter the thing is something. So what if I say driver.get here? If I use the driver.get here with admin :admin in this case, okay. Let's see what will happen. Let's give it a try. No. I have to give this one, right? That is not happening. Okay. While loading, we can give, but while clicking it, if it's coming means, then how to give that is the thing. I don't think there's a solution for this because authentication pop-ups need to be given with the URL. Anyone can say that they have to give with the help of URL only. After clicking A, link on the page, we are getting browser authentication pop-up on the resultant page. How to handle it? How to automate it using Selenium Java, as we cannot specify username and password in the get command. The get command in this case. So let's see some solutions here and there. They are giving with the URL only. Or we have to use auto IT kind of stuff. Okay. Okay. So this is a browser level. It's using auto IT for this work process. And in the runtime.getTime execution, we are doing auto IT thing here. Okay. Beta version. So let's see what happens here in this case.
Yeah, that Rajkumar is told. I think in the URL we have missed to give the basic underscore auth. Around that's reason we are not able.
Yeah. But that will reload, right? Basically, that will reload the page, right? So I'm just not thinking that is a proper solution still. We can give that, but you just want that. You have to forcibly give this kind of URL where, http.com/basic authentication URL. Like this, you will give, that's okay. But the problem with this is, here you will get admin :admin@. Run the code, the application. It will we can have a alternative solution here to get rid of that problem. But we are clicking, we are going to the page, and after that we have to again browse this URL. That is one solution. Okay, that is one solution. But it doesn't look naturally. Maybe we have to use any other mechanism is there. I'm just checking. Maybe auto IT we can use. Maybe we can use auto IT if it comes in between. But we'll take this as a challenge for weekends, guys. Okay, this is taking a lot. Yeah, driver.navigate to also we can use. Driver.navigate to also we can use. Driver.navigate.to. And also I'm thinking that if you are entering this URL, whether the basic authentication pop-up comes or not, what happens, we have to try. Okay, let's see what will happen. It will save the credentials or not in the browser or not, we'll see. Navigate.to and URL you give here. Let's see whether it will work with the navigate.to command. Let's at least try that. Put a semicolon here and try that out. So good discussion that let's see what is happening. I think no one will discuss this much about authentication pop-ups that we are doing. That's very good because you are getting some genuine questions and we are trying to resolve them. Yeah, it's still working. With navigate to also, it's still working. But I want to try one more thing, guys. Let's say a particular browser doesn't requires, a page doesn't requires authentication, but still if we give, what happens, we'll see. Authentication pop-ups demo 3, I'll say. Public static void main. Maybe if it comes in between, like we give it in before itself. Is there any solution like that? We'll see. Chrome driver. Driver is equal to new Chrome driver. I have never seen an authentication coming in between. But this way we can solve this using a alternative mechanism where we can say whenever it comes, we can say driver.navigate to and then give the credentials. Okay, that's the way to enter it. There's no other way to enter the credentials into authentication pop-up as far as I know. Or you have to use something, an external tool like Auto ID to handle it, automate it. So how to handle future challenge? Because we have not completed that Auto ID thing, right? Future challenge. Automating authentication pop-up using Auto ID. There is some third-party tool known as Auto ID. It will detect the things on the screen and we can inspect them and we can do that. Okay, Auto ID tool in Selenium automation, Selenium Java automation. This will take it as a future challenge, guys, because we'll not leave any stone unturned. So we'll do that definitely. Okay, my quest here is a different quest. Driver.manage.window.maximize and driver.get and in the driver.get I'll give some normal URL which doesn't require that username password. Whether it is taking or not, we'll see. Okay, let's say this particular Internet Hero homepage doesn't need any URL kind of stuff. Admin @ I'll say. Let's see what will happen in this case. Okay, and after that I would like to click on this link. Incognito mode I'll open and Internet Hero I'll say, and here itself I'm giving the credentials, and after that I would like to click on the link. After that, I would like to click on the link, inspect that, and it's a link text anyhow. Copy the link text. Let's find it out what will happen. If the browser doesn't require, if the page doesn't require the credentials, still I'm giving what's happening. Let's driver.find element by dot link text. Click on the link. For the mouse, create local dot click. Now let's run this. Let's see what happens. It's working, guys. Right? We found a solution. Got the idea? Guys, did we find the solution? Here itself, I'm giving the credentials, and when you click on the link, it's taking these credentials to login. No matter where it comes, it doesn't matter. We don't have to actually use Auto ID. Everyone got this? Got the idea what I have done?
What is the difference between the first code and this code? I'm not getting.
The first code is where you are directly giving the endpoint URL. That is basic authentication URL. You are directly going and giving the credentials there. But here, what I am doing is I'm not going to the endpoint URL. I'm going to the home page of that page. There itself, I gave the credentials to the browser. Now, when I click on that, if credentials are required, it's taking from here. I'm not directly
execute it once.
Yeah, I'm not hitting the basic authentication page directly. Rather, I'm going to the home page. There itself, I'm giving the credentials. Whenever the credentials are needed, browser is taking. You see, I'm going to the home page.
Okay.
There itself, I gave credentials, but the credentials are used in this page.
Okay.
This is the best solution, na? Whenever it comes, it will take, definitely.
Okay.
Right, na? So we don't have to worry when the credentials will be asked. Whenever the credentials will be asked, it will take. Okay, with the delay or without delay, doesn't matter, it will take automatically. So in the home page URL itself, I gave the credentials, and in sub-page URLs, it's taking the credentials.
Okay.
Everyone clear now? We found the solution. Ultimately, we don't have to even deal with Auto ID also. Okay, this is very simple. Yes.
We are going directly to basic.
Yeah, basic page URL itself, we are giving the credentials. We don't have to hit the URL and then do that. Okay.
Yeah.
We don't have to.
Without going means here we are given main URL. Next, we clicked on the basic authentication. In between,
Yeah,
if you are doing any option between these two lines.
I didn't get that. Are you asking me a question?
Yes, sir. Here, in the main URL, we are passing username and password.
Yes. Then we clicked on the URL. Then we clicked on the basic authentication URL. But since we provided the credentials already when navigating to the home page, right? These credentials were automatically applied for basic authentication. I don't have to say driver.get again here.
Yes, in the middle, without clicking on basic authentication link immediately, if you are doing any other activity, will that browser
Yeah,
pass
it will work.
this?
It will work. It will work. Definitely it will work, I feel. Why? Because, it's taking at the browser level for the application. So it definitely need to work. Let's try that. Since you asked me a question, let me try that. I'll go here and instead of hitting the basic authentication URL directly, let's say you want to go to some page, like let's say, let's go to some page here. Let's say checkboxes page. Let's go and select one checkbox and come back, navigate back, and then do that. Let's try that, right? Inspect this. Link text checkboxes. Private dot find element by dot link text. Link text checkboxes. Checkbox link equal to for the mouse. Create local variable. Checkbox link dot click. I'll go to that checkbox link page. Checkboxes link page, sorry. And after going there, I would like to inspect this checkbox field. So here is an ID. Control F /form @ID is equal to checkboxes. And under that /input, if I say I'll get 2. If I say input of 1, still I'm getting 2. So I'll say input square bracket, circular bracket. I'll say 1 here now. Now I'm getting only 1. That is nothing but I'm getting both as things actually. Checkbox checked. Checkbox. Okay, in the form it is there. In that one input tag, second input tag, but the first input tag is getting located. Yes, it's locating. It's locating the first input. If I give 2 here, it should locate the second checkbox field. Yeah, it's locating the second one. The first one is getting located. Copy this and simply go here and say driver dot find element by dot xpath. Use the xpath of that first checkbox field. This is checkbox 1. Checkbox 1 is equal to, and over the mouse, create a web element. Then copy this, create, click. We'll select the checkbox. We'll just add some .slip to see whether the checkbox field is getting selected for demo purpose only. After that, I'll say driver dot navigate dot back to the old page over the mouse. Okay. What it will do after selecting this, it will after selecting this checkbox, after 3 seconds, it will navigate back like this using navigate back command, and then it will click on basic auth, and then it has to, enter the credentials. It should accept this credentials that I gave here. Let's see whether that is working fine or not. That's the only thing, right? You asked.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. We are doing a lot of testing on the automation testing itself. Okay. Check selected a checkbox. After 3 seconds, it will navigate back. It's working. Fine. It's taking the credentials. Is that fine?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
It's perfectly working fine. Okay. Yeah.
It will work till that session of that browser is active, correct?
Yes. Definitely, I think so. Because we only work with session to session, right? We don't worry about session is closed, right? In automation, generally, we work with a new session every time. We create a session and complete the automation by the end of the session. So we don't have to think about session timeout and all. Here, I don't think session timeout will play a role. Okay, because that application doesn't have any session timeout and all, right? and also it will take the credentials whenever it has. Okay. After logging in only, session timeout expiry will happen generally. Okay. After logging in only, session timeout will happen. In that case, again, we have to say driver.navigate to and give the credentials somewhere. Okay. Session will start, login session will start only after, giving the credentials. So we don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
Fine then. We are done with authentication pop-up finally after a lot of R&D. So that's good, guys. A lot of good questions being asked. I never thought like authentication pop-up, I'll do this much of R&D. So because of you guys only, I was able to do that. But anyhow, we are very lucky that we were able to find the solutions. Okay, fine. Then coming to the handling application web push notification permission pop-ups. Okay, handling application web push notification permission pop-ups. Let's take this web push notification permission pop-ups. What are these web push notification pop-ups? I have to take an example, guys, of some websites where you will get these web push notifications. If I remember, I got this web push notification with Redbus or something. I'll just go to the redbus.in, redbus.in and browse it. Am I getting any browser pop-up? Browser level notification pop-up am I getting? Let's see. Or I'll just go to justdial.in or .com. I don't remember. I'll try that. Justdial.com. It's I got this browser notification, know your location. Can you see this with justdial.com, guys? This notification I'm talking about, web push notification. This is web push notification, guys. Okay. This is called as web push notification. So I'm getting that web push notification. So let's see whether I'm getting that web push notification or not for now. Right click here, create new package. I'll say web push notification demo package. So whenever you are getting web push notifications, how to handle them? There is no way to handle them. We have to disable them. We have to disable them during our automation, guys. Okay. We cannot handle them. We have to disable them. They should not. We will make sure that they are not coming basically. Okay. But we can do some R&D, no problem. There is always some scope for R&D that we are already doing. But let's try this. First of all, how to disable that notification and try that. Or is anyone in the industry doing some other way to handle that? We will also find it out as part of this. Okay. So for now, let's try how to disable them first. Web push notification demo 1. Disabling web push notification, I'll say demo. This is a better name. Main method. I'm going to create Chrome driver. Driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Control Shift O. Then driver dot manage dot window dot driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. Then driver dot get. Here I'll give this URL of justdial.com. First of all, let's see whether we are getting that web push notification or not. That's the first check. Run this script and see in the new session that is created by Selenium automation, is that notification coming or not? Is the thing we have to see. I have run the script. It has to open the Chrome browser. It will maximize the browser. Open the application URL, that is justdial.com. And we should get that notification if possible. Yes, we are getting this notification, right? Apart from that notification, we are getting some other thing. First of all, let's disable this notification, guys. Before working on this, let's disable this notification. Our focus is on disabling the notification, right? How to disable the notification? To disable the notification, here on the top, we have to say Chrome options. Options is equal to whatever the browser you are using. For that, you have to declare that Chrome options, okay? Chrome options is equal to new Chrome options. It's a new class that I am introducing, Chrome options. Earlier, we used to have desired capabilities kind of class. Now, every browser has its own desired capabilities available in the form of Chrome options. For Firefox, it will have Firefox options. If you want to change some options at the browser level, then we can use the Chrome options. If you want to disable the notifications at the browser level, if you go to the browser and if you go to some settings and all, right? You go to some settings here for the browser. You can do some settings here, guys, okay? You can do some settings here, right? At this settings level, you are disabling that notifications. At that browser settings level, if you want to disable the notification via Selenium automation, how to do that? So let's try that manually first. Let's see manually how can we disable notifications. Okay. Let's see. Let's take the help of ChatGPT. It will take less time. Okay. Sorry. I have to go to my personal profile. I have to go to ChatGPT. First, we'll see the manual level of disabling the browser notifications. After that, we'll try to automate that. Okay. So any doubt, you come to ChatGPT, guys. Instead of Googling, right? We can come to ChatGPT. How to disable the browser push notifications. How to disable the push notifications. Like location access, etc. in the browser, the Chrome browser settings, let's say, the Chrome browser settings. Let's see what it will give. If you want to disable push notification, location access, and other permissions in Chrome browser settings, you can follow the steps. Open the Google Chrome on your computer. Click on the three dots in the top right corner of the browser. Yes, we have went to the settings page, and then scroll down and click on privacy and security in the left side. I'll do that. Under privacy and security, click on site settings, and on that scroll to notifications. Okay, we'll go there, right? Click on this, go to settings. After that, where we have to go, guys, in the settings, privacy and security, I guess. Scroll down until you see something like, yeah, I forgot. So let's go again.
Site settings.
Site settings, privacy and security, then site settings. Where is that? Okay. A lot of browsers opened up. Okay. Yeah, site settings. Where is site settings? Do you see any site setting here anywhere? The privacy and security?
Below security.
Yes, but
Yes, yes, correct. Correct. In that,
Notifications.
this one, right? Notifications. In that notifications, site can ask to send notifications. Don't allow sites to send notifications. We can disable here, right? Select this option. To disable all notification, toggle off the switch at the top that says sites can also ask to send notification. If you want to block sites from sending, scroll down to allow and block sections and manage the sites accordingly. Allow and block. Where is allow and block? Allowed and block. Do you see any block here? For example, this one you don't want. Not allowed to send notifications and allowed to send notifications. Manually, you can block them. Okay. See, block. Okay, I'm blocking. Default behavior also is there where you can disable the notification for that particular site. Don't allow sites to send notification. If I say means automatically no notifications will come. If I allow that, notifications will come. Okay. So this is a way to disable the notifications at the browser level. But if you want to do that at using the Selenium automation, you have to create an object for this Chrome options. With the Chrome options also, we can change the settings, guys. Okay. At that particular session only, whatever the session that Selenium automation script is creating, in that session, we can disable the notification settings of the browser. Okay. Options dot add arguments here. If I remember, it will be like hyphen disable hyphen notification or notifications. I don't remember that. Notifications. Let's see. We have these notes with us, so no issues. Disable notifications only, correct. Right, whatever I wrote is correct. But it will not be applied, guys. If I run the script, still it will not be applied. If I run the script, it will not work. Still you will get the notification. Just see that. I changed the Chrome options, but still you are going to get the notifications. I'll tell you the reason. I run the script, it will open the browser, open the maximize the browser and open the application URL, and you will still see the notifications coming. Okay, you will still see the notifications coming. After a while of loading the page, we may get the notifications coming. The page is still loading, guys. That's why Selenium is waiting for the page to load completely. Now still we got the notification or not? We thought the notifications will be disabled, but are they really disabled? Yes or no? Yes. The reason for that is, it's not just that you create Chrome options and to that Chrome options, you add the arguments and apply the settings. But these options for which the settings are configured, that options object reference, you have to pass in the Chrome driver constructor. Understand this. When you are launching the browser, you have to pass these options for which these settings are applied. If you don't pass these options in this Chrome driver constructor, then you will still keep getting this notification. Now I passed these options now. Now let's see whether the notifications are disabled or not. Okay, it should be applied now. Earlier it was not applied because we are not passing that options into the Chrome driver constructor. Everyone clear? Everyone clear why after even creating Chrome options and adding the arguments as disable notifications, why it's coming? We have to apply that option. We have to pass that options where settings are applied to that Chrome browser constructor, Chrome driver constructor we have to pass. Now let's see whether we are getting that browser level push notifications or not. Let's see. Are we getting now? Guys, are we getting the push notification now? Here, are we getting anything now? No, right? You're not getting. So what is this? It looks like a light box, guys. This looks like a light box. Okay. You can click on maybe later and on this light. This part of the same web page. It looks different, but it's part of the same web page. So if you want to continue your script, you can do that. Okay. We can add this to our, future challenge. Okay. Future challenge. Just dial. justdial.com handling browser push notifications and also lightbox is there and lightbox handling. Okay, we'll do that in future, but for now our focus is on disabling the notifications. But let's do some R&D, guys. Let's do some R&D on is there any way to handle this push notifications in a different way?
Arun, can you go to code once?
Yeah. Yes.
Here, can you explain about Chrome options? What is Chrome options here? Is it an interface or what is that?
Chrome option is a class. If you are able to create an object, means that it is definitely a predefined class of Selenium library.
Can you remove fourth line once? Fourth.
Yeah, this one. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now just resolve it. I
For
missed.
those.
Hmm.
And if you want to import this Chrome options from Selenium library.
Okay.
So it's from Selenium. This is a predefined class from Selenium library. And the purpose of the Chrome options is that if you want to change any Chrome settings, okay, So
Okay.
I'll do that. Okay, for whatever the question, right? I'll make it clear. Explain.
Okay. Previously, when I tried, I did not get that import. I got like class interface, those type of options only.
Now you are getting.
No, I'm not getting.
Yeah, share your screen.
Okay.
I'll give you the permissions. Give me a second. I gave the permissions. You can share your screen.
Okay. Are you able to see?
Yes, I am able to see. Just show you the code.
See here. See.
Chrome options. Options is called new Chrome options. Yeah, this will not come initially. Why? Because you know the problem. Control Shift O you press. Control Shift O.
Okay.
Now it got.
Okay.
The problem is with Eclipse ID, not with this library. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Got it,
Okay.
right? Using
Yes.
Chrome driver also, you are getting the same problem. Na? Initially, when you write something, importing
Yes.
is not
Yes.
happening. So this
Oh.
problem is with Eclipse ID or some library, I don't know. So we are just have to fix the project setup or, you know, for the first time or say simply say Control Shift O, it will be resolved. Okay.
Okay, Arun. Thank you.
You can stop sharing. Let's look into Chrome options. This will be covered as an additional topic. Chrome options, we'll look into that later, guys. But since we have used it for handling the disabling the push notifications, right? We are just going ahead on this. We have 5 more minutes, no problem. If not, we can continue tomorrow also. Tomorrow we have live automation, I guess. On Monday, we have to continue. In Selenium, Chrome option is a class that allows you to customize and configure the behavior of the Chrome driver. It provides a way to set various options and capabilities for the Chrome browser instance. The Selenium WebDriver will control. This is particularly useful when you need to set preferences, manage notifications, handle SSL certificates, enable or disable extensions, and more. So many things you can do using the Chrome options, not just disabling the push notifications that we can do from the browser settings, right? Apart from that, we can do a lot of things using the Chrome options. Chrome options is a predefined class provided by Selenium WebDriver library in Java, especially for Chrome browser automation. It allows you to configure the Chrome driver settings. You see, it allows you to configure what? Chrome driver settings and customize the behavior of the Chrome browser during automation testing. That means if you want to disable notifications, we can set this Chrome options and give that options as an argument to the Chrome driver constructor. It will be applied. You can customize Chrome's behavior based on your testing requirement. Okay. You can customize Chrome's behavior based on your testing requirement. Set various browser preferences such as download directory, disabling pop-up blocking, manage notifications, etc. Then add or remove Chrome extensions. For testing purpose. If you want to add an extension to the Chrome browser while automation, you can do that. Or you can uninstall the Chrome extension from the Chrome browser. In that session, automation session, we can do that. You can run the scripts in headless mode. This I'll cover later. Headless mode I'll cover later. Without visual appearance of the browser, we can run the scripts. Okay. The reason why people go for headless mode is to run the scripts faster. All this will be additional topics that I'll cover in the upcoming sessions. Okay. Configure proxy settings for the browser. Configure proxy settings for the browser. If you want to set some proxy settings. Okay. So then handling SSL certificate errors. Pass command line arguments to Chrome. Okay. If you want to pass the command line arguments to Chrome, then you can do that. Okay. So many examples are also given here. You can keep doing R&D, guys. That's what is about Chrome options. But we'll take this session separately, guys. Okay. Chrome options we'll take separately, but we'll do some R&D here. Okay. Wait, we have not applied, not required wait here because we are not sure by when push notifications will display. Okay. Yes, wait is not required. Okay. Yes, Vishwa, you are right. It's not required. Push notifications, for push notifications, wait is not required. Automatically, the browser settings will disable the push notifications. Okay. Vishwa, clear? Browser settings, no matter when it comes, doesn't matter. It will disable it by default. It will not come. No need to wait, right, in case of browser load because Selenium waits until page loads and the notifications come immediately up. It's not about notifications coming. We are disabling the notifications. Notifications are not going to come at all. Notifications are not going to come at all. We are disabling that from the browser level feature only. We are removing it. For that, why we need, right? Why we need to wait for them? Because we are disabling them. For disabling process, we don't need them. But only the challenge I still see is, in terms of we are disabling, right? Can we automate it without disabling is something that I have a question in my mind. So that one we have to do R&D. Okay. Can we automate browser push notifications without disabling them? Okay. Sorry, I just wrote something. In Selenium Java automation, we have tried. I'll just stop it and say them using Selenium Java automation. Yes, you can automate browser push notifications using Selenium Java. Here, however, there are few considerations. Browser support, Selenium support automating browsers like Chrome, Firefox, Edge, etc. But automating browser push might require additional configuration or extensions. Interacting with Selenium can interact with JavaScript alerts, prompts, but handling browser push notification may require additional steps. Here is a basic example of how you might automate browser push notifications using Selenium in Java. Set up Selenium WebDriver. Make sure your Selenium WebDriver setup in your Java project. You will also need to, this already we have done. Navigate to website with push notification like justdial.com. Handling push notification pop-up. We navigate to a website that want to send push notification pop-up will usually appear asking for permissions. You can handle this by locating the elements on the page. And for example, if it's a simple allow or block pop-up, driver.find element by.allow replace with actual allow.click on the allow button. Allow or disable. Okay, that's a different thing. If it is a complex pop-up, you might need to switch to the alert and accept it. Switch to the alert and accept it. Automating actions that trigger notifications. I don't know what this is. After triggering the browser might display notification message. You can directly interact with Selenium. Instead, you can verify if the notification was displayed or not. Is notification displayed? Okay, what is this? Handling more complex notifications and dependencies. I don't think I found a solution for this. I think we can move it on to the live automation only. Handling browser push notifications and handling light boxes. Okay, these are challenges. Future. Okay, how to handle the browser push notification without disabling. Okay, whether I have a option without disabling it. Okay, push notifications without disabling it. We'll try that if possible as a weekend challenge, or we will figure out as part of the upcoming session. Okay, so this one is not yet completed. It's completed partially, but we need to find out whether we can handle it or not. Okay, so Nigora has already wrote a solution here. JavaScript executor, window.chrome. Using JavaScript. Is there a possibility? Okay. Get permit function. Okay, you got from ChatGPT. Great. Okay. Return granted. Okay. Fine. That's great. Yeah, thank you, Nigora, for that solution that you have pasted in the chat. I'll copy this solution and I'll paste into the Telegram group only. We'll try that on the weekends. Okay. Tomorrow is a weekend only, right? Saturday, Sunday. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Okay, we'll try this solution tomorrow, no problem, because we are out of time. Any questions? Guys, any questions from today's session? We covered authentication pop-ups and web push notifications at a high, and authentication pop-ups in depth and web push notifications. Still some room is there to explore it. We may do it on Monday if required, okay? Any questions, any doubts? Anyone have any questions or doubts?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, 2 days back, I asked one question, right, sir? What is the toughest thing that they have faced in framework? I have a lot of people will get answer from that question.
Okay.
Can you ask them, sir?
Okay, sure. Okay. This is who is this talking? Pawan, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, guys. Hey guys, Pawan has one question. That is, he want to discuss in the group actually. Okay, he want to get that particular question discussed in the group where For example, if someone asks in the interviews, like, what if, what is the biggest challenge that you have faced while using an automation framework? Is that the question, Pawan?
Yes, sir.
That was the question. If you have any answers, you can answer it here, guys. I already gave my answer to him. But if you would like to contribute here, anyone from the automation background who is attending the sessions and all, want to give any answer, you can give, guys. Is anyone open to give the answer for that question?
When developer keep changing the code, this is challenging.
Okay, while the developers keep changing the code,
because like in one web page, if 2-3 teams work, and sometimes they don't notify you about upcoming changes, and we had a separate team, regression team, and your test case on this sprint working fine, but next sprint not working. And on that time, regression team, when they reach out me on that time, so you try to find where these changes come from. And it happens that developer from a different team, they change the code, but they didn't notify you, that type of things.
Okay, got it. So when the changes keep happen, right, and we are not informed about that when we are running our automation scripts using our automation framework, maybe we may face some difficulty, right? What went wrong, right? So investigating that and finding out until the regression team comes back and informs us that these are the changes. Okay. Yes. Vishwa is saying that sometimes synchronization issues, finding the proper locators is not work out every time due to some changes in the application without tester notification. Yes, correct. The locators is one problem that people face. That was the answer I gave to Pawan last time. Okay. Whatever the challenges I faced while using an automation framework for automating an application is that while automating the script, I felt that there is some problem in some utility method or whatever the reusable method, some code is not working. I thought I investigated for 2 days, but still, ultimately I found that the problem is with the locator. The changes happened on the UI, as Nigora is also saying, right? Some changes may keep happening from the development side. And because of it, these locators may keep changing. And to figure out that this is the problem, the problem is with these locators for web elements, locators got changed or something. It will be very challenging, tough situation, okay, for the tester to identify the exact problem and figure out, okay, because framework will make that thing complex. And because of that, it going to a location and change and identifying that it's about the locator, debugging the thing and, finding out this is a locator problem. That's a very complex thing, I can say. Okay, that is a main challenge that a lot of people will face. Yes, everyone is giving the same thing, Pawan. Whatever the answer I gave, they are giving the same thing.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Anyone else want to add up? Change request. It's all about the change request, and changes on the UI will cause us the problem. Okay. Recently, some new CR change request by client, but we have less time to implement and automate it. So we have tried out to test automate within the time by using some other resources help in the other project. Okay. So this is the timing issue, right? The challenge that you're facing is like because of the new change request happened in the application. It's a timing issue where your team doesn't have time to automate it. That's another challenge you have faced. Okay. So you have taken the help of other resources in other teams and then get it done. Okay. Okay, Vishwa. Fine. Thanks for contributing here. Thanks, Nigora, for contributing. Even thanks, Mahesh, for locating the dynamic elements and all those stuff. Okay. So in many examples, you got Pawan. So mostly these will be the things, guys. This will be the things that people will give answers anyhow. Okay. apart from whatever they face in real time. So these are the general ones that people give answers for such kind of questions. Okay, then any other questions or doubts or any discussions you want to do in this session? Go ahead and ask. You try to click continue button. Soundarya is saying that I try to click continue button in website net banking, hdfcbank.com using XPath, but it doesn't click. Okay, let me go to that application page. You want to, I told you yesterday, right? This is part of a frame. This one is already covered. Yes, we covered it already. You inspect that using selector sub, you will find it out. Okay, there is a frame in the HTML code. You have to first switch to the frame, then click on the continue button. Okay, we covered it yesterday. In the yesterday session only, right, guys? We covered it somewhere. In yesterday session only, yes. If you watch the yesterday recording, have you attended yesterday session? Kaundarya, have you attended yesterday session? No, right? Just watch the yesterday session, you will have the solution. You see, when I inspect this, right, doesn't if I use selector sub, it's clearly saying, if I use a selector sub, it's clearly saying that. Just give me a second, I'll show you. Copy this. And I have not covered the frames topic yet, but this challenge has come. Where you right click, inspect this. If I go to selector sub, it's clearly mentioning that this particular element that you are looking for is inside a frame. Then I will scroll up here in the HTML code, and somewhere here I can see a frame. You see, the frame has some name. Using this name, I'll switch to the frame, driver dot, switch to frame of, I'll give the double quotes name inside that frame command. And after switching that, it will work fine. Okay, you can watch the yesterday's session sound area. You will be able to get it. Okay, great. Any other questions? Anyone?
Sir,
Yes.
and also I shared some of the it means weekend live project automation for that. Earlier I taken coaching from some other institute. There I
Yes,
did
yes.
yeah, I shared those in the group also, sir. Can you try tomorrow, sir, for a live automation?
So where exactly you shared? Can you show me? This one?
No, sir. It is the code.
No. Like where exactly I can find it? Like you posted in the WhatsApp group only, right?
Yes, sir. Already posted. I'll bring again, sir.
No problem. We'll find it out. Don't worry.
It means, can you please take that to the live project automation, sir? It means in Telegram group. Then there would be no.
Sure. I'll take that to
Problem
Telegram so that we can remember it, right?
Yes, sir. This is what, sir?
This is one.
No, sir. On the top.
This is the one. Okay,
Yes,
okay. Read. Okay, I'll take this. Copy paste the assignment. That's it, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll definitely take this to the live project. We can batch.
And also I have some other things, sir. I will also share that.
Yeah, please keep sharing. This is all challenges we have to automate. We have to do a lot of things going ahead. Okay, we can do no problem. Yeah, thanks for that, Pawan.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, fine. Then what I'll do now is meanwhile, you can ask me the questions if you want. And what I will do here is today's session, I will try to, okay. Notes will be same. Yesterday's notes only. Today's notes, I'll just copy paste and I have to upload the code. Whatever the code I have written, I'll have to upload the code. Meanwhile, I'll do that. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, you can ask me, guys. No problem. is question. Okay. Then what next we have? Okay, I'll upload this code to GitHub so that I can share with you guys. Git status. Any changes? Yes. Git add dot. Whatever the things that I have done today, authentication pop-ups demo, web push notification, authentication pop-up demo, everything is coming. Add dot. They will be added to the staging and staging status, staging level. Git status. Now they'll be converted into green. Then git commit -m authentication pop-ups and push notifications. Web push notifications. Web push notifications. Okay. Done. Then git push origin mail. That's it. Be done. Completed. Then go here and simply say git up.com Selenium batch 1 project. And whatever that I have committed just now will be there here, or you can go to the commits and get the latest also. Go to SRC, test Java, and here go to first authentication pop-ups demo. These are the today's code 1. There are 3 files here. I'll just share it ago. Today's code 1. And then coming to the other one, that is apart from that, push notifications, web push notifications demo. Today's code 2. Okay, this file will have the code. Today's code 2 also is given. Then assignment, coming to the assignment, what assignment we can do today? Yesterday I have given some assignment. Hope you guys are trying assignments. Try to do the assignments, guys. Okay, try to do the assignments. Assignment 1, explore about different. I'll give the assignment like this. Okay. What is the assignment we have done today is using Chrome options, we have disabled the notification, right? You have to use Firefox browser and other browsers like Edge browser, okay? Firefox Edge browser to disable the notifications, okay? There is some class like Chrome options, we have Firefox options. But we have for Edge browser, we have Edge options, okay? Using those classes, we have to disable the notifications. Disable the web push notifications using in Firefox and Edge browsers for this application. Okay, try this out, guys. Okay, for this application using Selenium Java. Can you do it, guys? Can you do this assignment? Disable the web push notifications in Firefox and Edge browser for this one. Okay, and try that out. Okay, I think that will help you out. Okay, in getting some clarity. If not, I'll explain that in the upcoming session. No problem. Okay. Let me know if you are able to do that or not, that assignment you tried. And recording, I'll upload soon in a while. At the ending of the session, once the recording saves in my machine, I'll upload that. Okay, fine.
Sir?
Yes.
can you please give somewhat overview on batch file execution, sir? And
Batch file execution, that after the frameworks we will take. Okay. Is that fine?
yes, sir.
So if you want to run the batch file, like some exe file you will create and double click on that, automatic scripts should launch, right? That's what you are asking me, na?
Actually, I'm not sure on that, sir. That
And there is
Javid
something
answered
like
that.
AND kind of stuff, and we use exe file, and exe file will use AND, and then it will do that. But nowadays no one is using that, but still we can. Okay.
But that type of questions also will be asking in interview, sir. That's why.
Okay. Okay. So I'll do one thing. Okay. So I'll do one thing. I'll just a lot of things are pending there. So I'll just make that. I'll just have a note of that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Batch file execution using Selenium automation or something. Batch execution or batch file execution? You need to be clear.
Batch file execution, sir.
Batch file execution. Okay, fine. I'll
Yes,
write
sir.
down here. Batch exe file execution for Selenium automation. Okay. Yeah, I have noted it. We'll do it. Okay. After frameworks, we'll go there.
Okay, sir.
Any other questions? Guys, any other questions? Okay, then that's all for today. So we'll wrap it up now. We'll meet in the evening hours for a crash course. Okay, Selenium Java crash course. We are going into the remaining some 5 to 6 topics are there. We are going there. Okay. Okay. Fine. Bye everyone. See you then. That's all for today. That's all for now. In the evening, we'll catch up with Selenium Java crash course that anyone can attend. Okay.